Hi everybody, it's Renee. This is the Felicity Jane October Claire kit that I got and the pages that I made. Here I'm just showing you some of what I got in the kit. This great stamp set, a bag of cork letters, bag, a tag. Here's some of the wood veneers that came in a vellum envelope. Here's the flare, sequins, and paper clips, the cut-aparts, and a doily. And here's the other side of those cut-aparts. So I wanted to show you the papers, and this month they came in this really nice plastic bag. Gina really does a great job packaging these kits up. So this is the Claire kit, and I don't think they have individual names. This one is like a multicolor ombre, pink, orange, bluish green. And on the back is this stripe. Sorry, just on my dirty kitchen floor there. And this one is a blue chevron. And then a kind of chartreuse with blue horses. I love this one. It's navy, chartreuse, and pink triangles. Oh, and a peach. And then a navy blue bows with polka dots. Okay, now this has a name. It's kind of Aztec-y, but it's got like iCat, I think. And it's those same colors, peach, chartreuse, kind of a turquoise blue, and a brighter pink. And then a pink and white stripe on the back. And then for the cardstock, we have navy. I love navy. And craft. Craft is always good. Oh, and this beautiful pink. And then one more paper. This is beautiful rainbow. Oh, I love these papers. And then, oh, look at, there's cut-aparts on the back. Okay, this is going to be hard to decide, and this is why I think Gina needs to have a paper add-on, because these papers are all so awesome. There's not any that I don't like. Maybe that iCap, but I think I can use it. But look at the cut-aparts. But I also love this. What to do? Anyway, there's the papers, and there's a kit. I'll be back later to show you what I make. Hey, so I've finished making my layouts, and this is what I have left. I have this little scrap of pattern paper, one little scrap, plus a branding strip. Then from the cut-aparts, I have this little strip, this little tag friend, this horse. I'm probably just going to throw this away because I have no use for it. And this little speech bubble that's upside down. And then from the embellishments, I have this love speech bubble and one of the little hearts. So I used 2 of the 3. I used up all of the kind of coppery brown, and I also used up the gold. I had to add in some of this Cartabella washi tape, and I did some stamping, and I used the Hero Arts shadow inks in Pool and Bubblegum, and those worked perfectly. And I also edged a lot of things in the Tim Holtz Faded Jeans. So I got 6 layouts done. I had to add in some craft and a kind of navy pattern paper and a white cardstock, and I will show you in a minute. So that's what I have left, and I'm pretty pleased. Some of it's going to go in my scraps, and some of it's going to go in the garbage. So this is the first layout that I made, and when I saw the embellishments and kind of the theme of the kit this month is kind of girls power free spirit, I knew I had to scrap this picture. This is a selfie that my kid took on the platform waiting for the train to go to school, and there's some gender identity issues and some other things going on with this kid right now, and I was really happy to see that they posted a picture of themselves saying that they felt flawless. So I really wanted to document that. And that brave circle on the tag really remind me how brave that this person is being themselves. And if you hear me saying they or going back between he and she, it's because my second child feels that they're, have some transgender issues that they're working out. And, it's, we're trying to be supportive and be with them as they go through this journey. So I used one of the cut aparts. I used the bag. I used this geotag with the heart kind of saying, here's where you are right now. You feel flawless. You feel brave. That's why I used the hashtag. I used some sequins, and I used the triangle stamp, and I used another of the cut aparts, and I put it on either side, and then I also cut one of the strips in the cut apart, and I really like how this one came out. The ombre kind of is like, they're transitioning into who they need to be. So I really like how that one came out. And then when I saw this cut apart that said just the two of us, I had printed up this picture of, I had reprinted it of my husband and I when we were dating. I think we had just gotten engaged at this point. So I used the doily. I used a lot of the cut aparts. This one said my favorite already. I used the little, I'm not sure what those are called. They're like little button-y things. I used the flare with heart and love and just layered up a whole bunch of the pattern papers onto this kind of eye cat. And then for the tags, I stamped this banner, and then I also stamped some of the sayings. Anything's possible, follow your heart, because we were in love, and we still kind of are. No, we are in love, but just not the same way. And, use the ampersand and the little paper clip. And I like how that one turned out too. My shirt in this was really a bright pink, but when I got this reprinted, it really didn't turn out that way. But I like this one too. And this one, my husband, he said, oh, thanks a lot for making me cry. Because he read the journaling, and I don't know why it made him cry, but he likes the Vikings, and this is when we're at the training camp, and there's a big mural of the new stadium, and I just said how this is going to be his new happy place, because we go on dates together, and he really likes the game, and I like going with him. So here's where I used up that plastic happy place, and the today and the wood veneer, and then I used a bunch of these star sequins and star wood veneers. I used a card, this is from Becky Higgins, Project Life. I used a couple, I used it in another place too. But I really wanted to get this banner in because I really love that paper, but boy was that overwhelming paper to work with. But it seemed to go pretty good with the football theme. And then I kind of carried that over into the training camp. And I just have these photos of them scrimmaging, and there was nothing really to say about them. And this was just another really bad selfie of the mural with the future stadium. And I used a lot of letters here. I used a lot of those wood veneer letters, and I used a flare. So that one came to, and I used some of the washi, the coppery color and the gold, and I used that on the other page as well. This one is where I brought in that Cartabella washi, and I brought in a piece of white cardstock, and I just layered up a whole ton of cut aparts. This is a banner that I cut out from the stamping. I cut this one out from the stamping, and a bunch of sequins. And this is my daughter and my parents' dog Sammy, and he is not doing too good. He's 11. He's had some health problems, but he really perked up when the family was out visiting. So it was a good day, and happy to see him doing better. And this one, I just used a whole bunch of layering pieces, a lot of strips. This is one of the branding strips. Had a big piece of that pink left over. I cut out the middle, and some stamping and more of the, I really like the copper and the gold together. And then the arrows and the tickets, because this is talking about using the North Star train that we used to get from our little suburb down into Minneapolis. And we don't use it all that often, but it is handy when we use it, and we'd probably use it more if it ran more. And then I used another one of those cut aparts. So this was the cardstock that came with the paper. And then this last one, I don't know how I feel about it, but I just wanted to use up all the rest of the strips and all the rest of the washi and as much stuff as I can. And I wanted to use this frame, and this is just a little picture of my dog. She loves seeing the trick-or-treaters at Halloween, so she would just sit there in her little queen costume, and she would normally she barks when people come to the door, but she just sat at the door being really good, and she loved to see the kids. And then my husband would let them come in and pet her. So I used another card, look at the strips, and just trying to use up all the rest of the cut aparts here. Use a little bit of stamping, a little more of those cork pieces. I did not like to use those cork pieces very much. They were very, very hard to adhere. And then there's one of those, well, I guess there's two of those little plastic hearts. Anyway, as I said, as on cue, there she is barking. So that's the layouts that I have. Thanks for watching. Bye.